You could achieve something big, and your first instinct isn't pride, it's to shrink it, downplay it, make it sound smaller than it is. Psychology says that reaction didn't come from humility. It came from something you learned early. If you minimize your achievements, this video will feel uncomfortably accurate. One, you learned that visibility changes how people treat you. Psychologists call this social threat sensitivity. It forms when attention, praise, or recognition once led to tension, jealousy, punishment, or emotional withdrawal. Your nervous system noticed something important. Being noticed didn't always feel safe, so your brain adapted. If I stay small, I stay stable. If I don't stand out, nothing bad happens. You didn't stop wanting success. You stopped wanting the spotlight that came with it. 2, you associate pride with danger, not arrogance. Danger. Psychology shows that in some environments, confidence is interpreted as disrespect. Achievement is interpreted as competition. Self-expression is interpreted as threat. So you learn to soften yourself. You learn to add disclaimers. You learn to make your wins sound accidental. Not because you believe you're incapable, but because being capable once cost you something. 3, you don't trust positive attention to stay positive. When praise has been inconsistent, conditional, or followed by backlash, the brain starts predicting loss after gain. Psychologists call this anticipatory threat response. You enjoy success quietly. You brace when others notice, not because you hate being seen, but because your body remembers what happened last time you were. 4, you confuse self-worth with safety. Some people grow up learning that love is steady. Others grow up learning that love depends on behavior. So you learned. If I don't appear too proud, I stay accepted. If I don't take up too much space, I stay connected. You didn't build your identity around being small. You built it around staying included. 5, you became highly emotionally intelligent. People who minimize their achievements are often deeply aware of how others feel. You sense shifts in tone. You notice micro-reactions. You feel the room change. Psychology links this to advanced social attunement. You learn to manage impact. You learn to carry your success quietly so no one else feels threatened by it. That's not weakness. That's adaptation. 6, you don't see yourself the way others do. When you've spent years lowering your own volume, your internal image becomes quieter too. So even real accomplishments feel normal. Even big milestones feel not enough. Not because they aren't impressive, but because your nervous system learned to treat them as background noise. 7, and here's the part most people never tell you. You don't minimize your achievements because you don't deserve them. You minimize them because at some point, being visible didn't feel safe. Your mind chose protection over celebration. That choice kept you functioning. It kept you connected. It kept you safe. But it doesn't mean you're broken. You didn't lose your value. You learned how to survive, and patterns that once protected you don't disappear overnight. But you can slowly teach your nervous system something new, that being seen doesn't automatically lead to loss, that success doesn't require punishment, that taking up space doesn't make you unsafe. You don't need to become louder overnight. You don't need to force confidence. You're allowed to start with something small, letting one good thing be good, letting one win be real, letting one moment of pride exist. Not because you're better than anyone else, but because you're human, and you always were.